Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boys, Ron the Don, Alexander, your host of the Link Up. Another week in wrestling. Man, let's get straight to it. Monday Night Raw was a vibe. We had a banger main event. Steel Cage, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, keeping the rivalry alive. And like this was damn near a WrestleMania main event in itself. But when it looked like Seth Rollins was about to end CM Punk for good, Roman Reigns reappeared, drugged Seth Rollins out the cage. Of course, Seth Rollins won, and Roman Reigns got his revenge, not only on Seth Rollins, but in that cage, Paul Heyman was consoling CM Punk, and Roman Reigns took him out too. So if it wasn't clear that we was heading for a triple threat at WrestleMania, it's clear now. Xander, your thoughts on that main
I'm
event?
not gonna lie, people are low key sleeping on like how they kind of pulled a reverse psychology on the cage match. Because I don't know if you noticed, like
I
CM
saw
Punk
it.
and Seth Rollins, they was using the door as like, okay, like you want to leave, you can go ahead and leave if you want
Yeah.
to. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like how they pulled that, like they kind
Yeah,
of
me
pulled
too.
like a reverse psychology card on us with that. So it's pretty much saying if you would have left, then you essentially, excuse my language, you're a bitch. You know what I mean? So hey, look, Raw's on Netflix right now, so it don't even matter. So I'm thinking that
Hey, was it just me or was they blocking out words? Because it seemed like they was blocking out words on this episode of Raw. Maybe it was just me. Like, but it seemed
I
like they
don't
was blocking
know.
out chants.
I
But
don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. I mean,
I'll have to go back and
I
look at
didn't
it.
watch it really until the main event for real. Like I really wasn't.
No, for sure. But nah, as the kids say nowadays, the main event was absolute cinema. But I agree. I noticed that too. Like, because everybody complains about in the steel cage match. If these guys hate each other so much, why do they try to escape the cage? And then like to see that they took that and did it. That's another notch on the Paul Levesque era. You know what I'm saying? But he got y'all again. I'm thinking I'm being accused of being a Triple H glazer, but hey, I
And
I know what
honestly,
I know what bad
bro,
booking was like a couple years ago. So
now I'm gonna say this: you ain't no Glazer, bro. Because from what I've been seeing on TikTok with the whole LeBron James stuff going on with these LeBron James songs, you ain't no Glazer, bro. Like now that's glazing. And the
nah,
people that are watching know what I'm talking about. If you be on TikTok, you feel me? So, but yeah, man. Like I did like the ending. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Because like it protected everybody involved. It protected everybody. It protected Rollins. It protected Punk, and it ultimately made Roman look strong. So hey, they got their point across. So now, like you said, like when it comes to that match, it's happening at Mania. There's no way
yeah.
around it. It's happening at Mania.
I wanna talk about that match a little bit because I've been seeing on Twitter people have been suggesting that the winner of that match should be forced into the main event with Cody Rhodes and John Cena and compete for the WWE Championship as well. Due to the unbelief that they don't think John Cena at his age and he'll be able to carry a match with Cody or hold his weight in a match with Cody and have a ring rust. So they want you know somebody else in that match. Would you want to see that?
I mean, no, because this match is ultimately the story of Cody and Cena now, and they made that known at the Chamber. Like
Yeah,
it's not babyface versus babyface. You know what I'm saying? So you got a bad guy in the scenario, and you got a good guy in the scenario. So I mean, I think Cena can still hold his weight. Like I said, it's the IWC, so you really can't. It's a
I
lot. It's a lot we can
personally,
say about that.
yeah, personally, I don't hate the idea, but then you know,
Logically, it
it,
just doesn't make sense to me.
exactly like people are comparing it like because CM Punk he wants the main event WrestleMania, and they feel like he should have a Daniel Bryan type movement where he wins the match and then gets into the match with John Cena and Cody Rhodes, almost like that's when the Paul Heyman favor will come into play or whatever.
Now,
I'm
I do think that's what that Paul Heyman favor is going to be. That
yeah.
favor is going to be down the
See,
line. He
but
gets a championship match.
but I wouldn't hate it, and well, let me explain. If it was the other championship match with Gunther and Jey Uso and you did that, and then CM Punk comes in and takes the belt from Jey and ruin his moment, the only problem with that, I could see people being like, see, not even they believe in Jey Uso, so why should we? And I feel like Jey Uso definitely deserves his moment. But if they was gonna go that route, I would rather be that match because I would personally want to see, you know, the John Cena that we know from the past versus basically this age John Cena and Cody Rhodes. I would want to see that.
Yeah.
So, man, we'll see. Speaking of John Cena, he will be on Monday Night Raw next week. Maybe sporting a new look. It looks like John Cena has some new merch that just came out. I'm gonna show it to you.
Are you talking about the collab with Travis Scott? The Travis Scott shirt, Wrestling
Nah,
is Real? Nah.
they bringing back the chain gang.
Oh, word?
Yeah. So and it was another shirt just like this. Oh yeah, see they're bringing back the hustle, loyalty, and respect chain gang. They're bringing it back.
See, I think
So I don't know.
they doing that as like a nostalgia thing because that's the shirt that he sported when he came back at the Royal Rumble in Madison Square Garden. So
Yeah.
I think they just sporting like his old stuff right now, kind of putting his old stuff out and just getting it to sell. Which is, I ain't gonna lie, that is smart. Like that is smart because I ain't gonna lie, that shirt is hard. I've
Yeah,
always wanted that
that's one of
shirt,
the best.
bro. That shirt is hard, bro.
Let's see.
But
This
I
the
ain't a fan
newer
of his. I'm
this
not
the
a fan of
newest
his
one.
farewell shirts. I ain't a fan of them farewell shirts. The farewell tour shirts, I ain't a fan of those.
Yeah. This is the one for next week in Germany. I'm kind of hoping that like he rocks one of these, the chain gang shirts. I prefer that.
He probably don't even rock a shirt at all. He really might just he might just come out there sporting a suit, bro.
Hey, that would be the one if he did
Suit and
that.
tie John Cena, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of
Yeah.
stuff's coming out with Cena apparently. So now people are saying that John Cena, if you watch like the Total Divas and Total Bellas, he was a heel way before he turned heel.
Oh yeah, they've been building the case. They said John Cena was a heel because he basically stole Zack Ryder's like crush. Eve kissed her right in front of that man. Rey Mysterio became
Rey
WWE
Mysterio's
champion
Matt, yup.
in a tournament, and then he challenged him to that night. Said, "You want to be a fighting champion? Face me tonight." And then he got that title. Like John Cena he been the
I ain't
ultimate
gonna
heel.
lie, man. If I was Rey Mysterio, I would have said hell no, because that still haunts me to this day though. Like, look, I would have been. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have been upset that he would have held it for 1 week. But I'd rather him hold it for 1 week than like he doesn't even close out the show with it. You know what I'm saying? Dog didn't even close out the show with the title, bro. And that title looks so clean on Rey Mysterio, bro. Like, I mean, it was a little big on him, but it looked clean on him though. Like it fit. Like it was just right. You know what I mean? It felt right.
Nah, definitely. Speaking of Ray though, he was attacked by a masked luchador with an American flag, aesthetic mask, and then he attacked Ray. They lost the tornado tag to the New Day, and everybody thought that this was Chad Gable. But when Chad Gable was being interviewed in the back, it seemed like security caught the guy, and it wasn't Chad Gable. What is your thoughts on this whole, luchador segment and everything?
If it is who I think it is, bro, I'm low key gonna be shocked that they're going this route. Because at the end of the day, like this if they do, it's gonna be a swerve. Like it's gonna be a crazy swerve because of who else is said to be already in WWE right now making waves. So if it is who I think it is, they pulling a swerve on us right now.
Yeah. I don't know who you talking about. Did you want to enlighten us?
I just say this is the person that that you've been talking about a lot on this pod. A luchador that you've been talking about a lot on this pod, whose contract did indeed
Oh man,
expire.
it's not gonna be him. It's not gonna
I
be him.
hope it ain't. I
Ain't
hope it
no
ain't.
way.
But it's the thing though. This is the thing. Like, how would you reveal it though? Like, they wear masks, bro.
Yeah, you can.
How would you reveal it?
It's definitely not. It's definitely not him. But that would be crazy if they do the brother versus brother thing. That would be
Yeah.
crazy. But how you feel about? I mean, I've seen a lot of people online also saying that really the New Day turning heel and sticking in the tag team division is pointless. They really have no direction right now. Would you agree with that sentiment?
Facts. And I think there's something that they can do that can low key save them, honestly. But it requires bringing somebody back.
Big E?
No.
Oh no,
You gotta
no.
they
They
have
not.
to. Like,
They're
I
not
mean,
gonna
it's the
do
thing
it.
though. Like, he's good now though. Like, everything came back, you know what I mean, squared away. So that would probably be the only way that I see, them doing
I
something
mean,
like that.
I wouldn't be mad at it. I'd just be shocked because like
Yeah.
they just dropped them. Then they like put it out why they dropped them. So then if they bring it back, like it's just
I
like
mean, but it's the thing though, like,
people are upset about Lex Luger being in the Hall of Fame. Like so, like, everything they just don't let die.
yeah, that's one thing about the IWC, man. They just
You know, it'd be crazy though.
what
I don't even know like what happened to him, but I don't know like if Keith Lee's still like under contract with AEW, but that would be Keith Lee in the New Day.
I don't know, man. But the route that they was going with it, like, it would have been so smooth, like, if they would have went that route, because
Yeah,
you got Odyssey Jones. I'm just gonna say the name. You got Odyssey Jones. He comes in to the New Day now, and then you have this whole thing with Big E, and maybe have something happen. You know what I mean? I mean, like,
mhm.
you obviously not gonna do nothing physical with him, but you could have figured some way to try to, like, fadangle with it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. Or what? So you think that's the only way to have them bounce back?
Uh, from what I've seen, well, two things: bring back Odyssey Jones if you can. If not, then we gotta go with route number two, and it's something that you wouldn't even believe. It's
Them
something that's
set.
so small. It's something so small that you probably won't even believe, though. Can you
What's
guess it?
that? I was gonna
Kofi
say them.
Kingston grows back the mustache. Simple.
Bruh. I
You
was
ain't know
gonna
I was going
say.
there, did it?
Nah, I thought you was gonna say sell they soul to the Rock.
No.
Because I noticed. I
Look,
don't know if you noticed. Everybody's been cutting promos about that. Even Logan Paul. So it's gonna happen. Like we getting another. Like we getting a modern day version of the corporation. It's gonna happen, bro.
the
Telling you right
corporation
now.
under the rock, bro, that
Yes,
would be
bro.
wild, bro. Like, you think Cody Rhodes eventually gives in? Hell no.
Nah, nah. I'm starting to
He's
second
the
guess.
biggest babyface right
I'm
now.
starting to second guess my take from last week though, when I said it was gonna be CM Punk. It might be Seth Rollins.
I mean, it would be expected with Seth Rollins. I wouldn't even be mad if it was Seth Rollins. You know what I mean? Because, like, you already moving like a heel. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's why I
You're
said.
doing heelish stuff. So it's like you might as
And
well just
then
do it. Like,
like we didn't even mention in the steel cage match. You know what move he bust out in that match? He did the STF on CM Punk as a callback to Elimination Chamber. John Cena's move when he made him give up. He did that.
planting
He
them
did that in the
seeds,
cage match. That's what I think.
planting them seeds. But another person that I like to see in that faction that you talking about,
Who's that?
bro, give me Drew McIntyre in that, bro.
Oh, that's
Like,
what everybody. That's
he's been through so much, bro. And there's so many ways that you can kind of like play, like,
yeah.
pretty much like with it or whatever. Like, you like, because he already said in a promo that like one person hit him up when he was away and all this type of stuff, and that one person can be The Rock. You know what I
True.
mean? You can play with it in so many ways, bro. So it's like,
Hey, you know what this kind of reminds me of, and I'm pretty sure you'll have an appreciation for this one. Remember, we was in middle school, and we used to come to school always talking about 10, 10, 10, and what that would mean. Like, bruh, this. Imagine if that happened to a degree at WrestleMania. Now that would be
mm,
hard.
like a Bound
That
for Glory moment where like
Yeah,
you get the whole faction just forms into one at the very end. Then you
yeah,
get but see, that would have really worked if they would have waited a little bit to turn John Cena heel at the end. That would
yeah.
have worked for sure. But hey,
They was trying to
they did it,
honestly.
and we here now. So
Honestly, they probably rushed it, or I'm not gonna say they rushed it. It was probably planned
they
all
ain't rush
along, but
it.
they probably did that because everybody was all like, "Oh, the road to WrestleMania is boring and whatnot." Plus, I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of like uneventful. We kind of already knew where everything was headed, so we just didn't know who was gonna
That
face Cody Rhodes. That's it.
that and like, you know what I mean? You have a babyface John Cena going up against a babyface Cody Rhodes. You don't want the crowd to turn against the biggest babyface in the company.
That, yeah,
You
that
know what I'm
too,
saying?
that too,
So
because they
you
definitely
have
would
this
have.
guy, yeah, like he's like you said, literally this generation's John Cena. This is the person that the little kids now are gonna be talking about. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
when we get older, you know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is. So and I like how they're treating Cody Rhodes as the new John Cena of this era, because he is.
Most definitely.
I mean, they wouldn't have put the WWE Championship on him and made him jump through all these hurdles, you know what I mean, with the bloodline and Roman Reigns for a whole year and a half, 2 years, if they didn't believe in it.
Speaking of that, I just been thinking about this like the past couple of weeks. This man Solo came out or came back, attacked Cody Rhodes, and they never had a match, like ever. I don't think they had a match. They never had a payoff match. He just attacked him, and then Solo hit Tamatonga by mistake, and that was it, pretty much.
Could be all part of the plan, maybe.
Perhaps. But some other events in Monday Night Raw, we had EO come out showcasing that she is your new women's world champion. She was then met by Bianca Belair in the ring, and as they were hyping up their match for WrestleMania, Rhea Ripley came out and said that she only lost because of Bianca's interference. So it looks like here we're getting another triple threat match that could possibly steal the show, and in a different year could be its own main event with EO, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. How do you feel about where things are headed? And shout out to Bianca because apparently she was calling me out, not directly, but she was saying that she can't believe that people actually think she was behind the Jade attack. And I was definitely one of those people. So,
You got
shout out
called out,
Bianca.
buddy. But I mean, I like it. You know what I mean? It actually, like it debunks whatever theory that people had about Rhea Ripley not going to WrestleMania. I mean, think about it. It's Rhea Ripley. She's going to WrestleMania. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
of
This
course.
just gives her a story to go into WrestleMania. And who knows? Maybe she wins that title back at WrestleMania. Who knows? Bianca maybe winning that championship at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's.
Mm.
I think Bianca is overdue, bruh. Like she's been
This
to the
match can
side.
low key main event though. If I'm thinking,
That's what
if
I'm
you really want
saying.
to be technical, that's
And
a main event caliber match. Like
in a
that's
different
like that's
year,
like the
this is
big
a main
three.
event match. Yeah.
That's like the big three on Raw right now. Ain't it, golly?
Well, you got
Wait, is Bianca on Raw or is she on SmackDown?
she on SmackDown, but she won the chamber. So
Oh, okay. So now she's going after the Raw title being on SmackDown. I guess.
yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm not a booker, bro, but all right.
Can you see Finn Balor as the next Intercontinental Champion, or would you want to see him defeat Braun Breaker? They're slated to face each other next week on Monday Night Raw for the Intercontinental Championship, a match given to Finn by Dom, should I add? So you got a
I
side right
swear,
here.
man. Nah, because it's just like Finn Balor, man. I just know what he's capable of, bro. Like, I just know that this dude, like, bro. And he was making waves during the McMahon era. Like, if you could make waves during both the black and gold, and then you go into the McMahon era, the McMahon Raw, you know what I'm saying, and still make waves, dude. He really has something special, and just to see Finn Balor, like his route right now is just like, I'm not gonna say it's like it's bad because it's not. It's just very stagnant, like in a way.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I think you said it best. You done said it a couple of times on here. Finn Balor is the WWE equivalent of Derrick Rose in the NBA, man. Like, got hurt early in his career after being successful, and it was just never the same, unfortunately.
And you know he can do good, bro. You know that he could put up them MVP numbers, bro.
Yeah,
but it's just
after he got hurt, man, Vince never gave him the ball to run with it, and he was never able to capitalize. Because they even took him back in NXT. Then he had that second run, which was good. Rebuilt his character, and then when he got back, he joined the Judgment Day, and then he's just been playing second fiddle to
some could say that his second run was like Derrick Rose when he came back from injury, or like Derrick Rose when he got traded to the Knicks.
Yeah, you could. But hopefully he don't have a Cleveland Cavaliers after that. So
Cavaliers or Memphis Grizzlies.
Hey man, shout out D Rose, man. Lastly, we got Logan Paul and AJ Styles. Logan Paul actually called out AJ Styles, in which AJ Styles the week prior promised to call out Logan Paul. So it's looking like this is shaping up to be a match we see in the future, most likely WrestleMania. Andrew Schultz was there. He got a lot of hate on Twitter, but he was there. Logan Paul drug him from the front row into the ring. In the words of Pat McAfee, beat his ass. And AJ Styles came out to make the save. Would you be into a AJ Styles Logan Paul WrestleMania match?
Yeah, but oh man, who wins this match? Who wins this
Logan
match?
Paul. I think Logan Paul. Nah.
Yeah, because I mean, if I'm being honest, like, and I hate to say it, Logan Paul's due for a WrestleMania win.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. Like 0-2.
I think they got
0-1?
that. He had the debut match.
No. Yeah, because
he had the debut match with the Mysterios. He lost to Seth Rollins, and then who did he face last year?
Who did Logan Paul?
Randy Orton and Kevin Owens.
Oh, so, yeah, and he won. So, yeah, he's 2-1.
He's 2-1.
So, wait, AJ Styles taking that. AJ Styles taking that dub, man. You look, man, you had your WrestleMania moment, Logan. AJ Styles, look, man, he got to go out with a bang. He doing his own farewell tour. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his own farewell tour right now. It's just ain't nobody talking about it. But he doing his own. My boy
said when he turned 5-0, it's up, man. Shout out AJ Styles, man, one of the best.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you peep, man, but dog, like his old moveset, phenomenal, bro.
Definitely. I saw the interview he did with Chris Van Vliet, how he was saying he can't even do the spiral tap no more. Like
spiral tap, them flips he be doing like outside the ring, like bro, dude.
I ain't gonna lie.
Back in the TNA days,
AJ Styles is in my top 5 like favorite wrestlers of all time, because he the reason that I started watching TNA, and I was a big fan back then. Him and Samoa Joe. And then when Jeff
Hardy was the icing on the cake, right?
When Jeff Hardy came, like that was the icing on the cake. You took the words out of my mouth, man.
And see, don't argue with me. Argue with the auntie, but I'm standing on this. I'm dying on this hill, bro. Jeff Hardy's run, his heel run, was probably one of his best runs of all time. I don't care what nobody say, bro.
Yeah, but then like that 08 run, like the championship run, it like that was goated, bro.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
was
hey,
goated.
like everybody was saying, dog. He was bigger than Barack Obama. So,
Exactly, bro.
hey, he was bigger
Hey,
than
I'm not,
Obama at the time.
bro. It ain't no, it like that's no cap, bro. Jeff
Look,
Hardy
you
was
put Jeff
bigger,
Hardy, that '08 Jeff Hardy in this era. Oh,
bro.
multi-time WWE champ,
You know
multi-time.
how this generation be talking about aura, like Jeff Hardy, immaculate, bro. Infinite
Dog had it
aura,
for
bro.
sure, man. He had it,
One of the
bro.
best. Shout out Matt Hardy too, though. He underrated.
Yeah, Matt Hardy, man. He's definitely one of the most underrated wrestlers. Like, he's definitely the most underrated. Like, a lot of people don't give him a lot of props, but we look, man. We see you, Matt.
Speaking of the Hardy Boys, NXT Roadblock was last night. They defeated Fraxium and retained their TNA Tag Team Championships. Oba Femi was able to defeat Moose and retain his NXT World Championship after getting advice from The Undertaker to protect his yard. And then Stephanie Vaquer made history, becoming the first double champ, women's double champ in NXT, defeating Julia in the main event.
In the
She's now
second, in the second double women's champ in all of WWE, you got
she
Becky Lynch.
is.
Becky Lynch was first. She was
Oh,
double
so
champ.
we're not
And
counting the
then
tag
Stephanie
team
Vaquer.
titles.
Yeah, we're not gonna count tag titles. We ain't gonna count tag
Okay.
titles. I mean, if you want to count that, then I say that she's like
Because
what, third or fourth.
you gotta add Bailey and Sasha to that list.
I mean, if you want to count the tag titles, then yeah, sure. So that makes her what, like the fifth?
Yeah.
But if we count in main titles, she's the second.
Nah, definitely. But the future is bright for her. The future is also bright for Javon Evans. He defeated Ethan Page in the street fight. So NXT is looking up right now. What did you think about Roadblock in total?
Man,
Overall?
all I'm gonna say is, they just cooking over there. NXT, they're cooking over there. It's crazy because they're really not like, I don't see them as a developmental. I don't see them as a G League type.
They're
You
a
know what I
third
mean?
brand.
Yeah. Like, if you want to be honest, like the G League or whatever, or like the developmental is like Evolve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Evolve, LFG, stuff like that. Like that right there is developmental. NXT, they stand on their own now. Like,
Definitely.
are good, the matches are good, like everything honestly, except how they have their arena set up, screams main roster. It just screams main roster.
I mean, even when NXT Black and Gold era was in the performance center, when they were doing their shows, it still felt like it could just be a main roster show because the crowd was just that energized. So
Triple H, bro. Look, man. That run he was on with Black and Gold, that was like his pre-run right there. That was just that was him saying, look, this is just a preview of what I can bring to the main roster.
That was some of the
Now
best wrestling in the modern era, bro. And I stand on that. Like, and it's just crazy because people like Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, like they were like big deals. Another
Adam
person
Cole,
that
can't forget him.
Adam Cole was a big deal. And everybody is making the fact that Adam Cole missed AEW Revolution a big deal because apparently he missed the pay-per-view at a Pokemon restock, trying to get some cards to add to his collection. I don't know if that rumor is false or true, but if it is true, what's your take on that? Him missing a pay-per-view for that?
All I know is you better pull the Charizard, dog. Hey, if you pull the Charizard, hey, by all means you did good. But if you ain't get that Charizard, you ain't get one of them rare ass cards. Oof. somebody gonna be in some trouble. But I just hope I kind of hope that this is capped though. It kind of sounds fake though. It sounds fake.
Let me see.
I'm just saying. It sounds like some fake news, bro. Sound like CNN to me.
Yeah, I saw this on Wrestling Epicenter. Yeah, that's where I saw that on Wrestling Epicenter on Twitter. So I don't know how credible they is. So don't come at me in the comments. But AEW Revolution has some banger matches. Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, crazy. Spanish Fly off the top of the cage, crazy. MJF teabagging Hangman Adam Page, nuts.
Crazy.
Unintended.
Oh, there you
go. Swerve Strickland, Ricochet. We thought that Prince Nana was gonna walk out on Swerve for good, and it was Cap. Swerve got that cover. He's the new #1 contender. That match was crazy, but then we got to the main event. Oh, did I mention Toni Storm and Mariah May? Even crazier. Probably the best women's match of the year so far. Crazy.
If you ask me, that's how they should have closed the night off. They should have closed the night off with that match right there.
And that's what everybody was saying. But instead, we had the main event between Adam Copeland and John Moxley for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And, you know, I'm going to just let you take it away because I know you got a lot of feelings about Adam Copeland and his run at AEW in this main event. So I'm gonna just put it.
Wait. Is he really going by Adam Copeland? The whole thing, Adam Copeland.
That's his name in AEW. It's the rated R superstar Adam Copeland.
The rated R superstar Adam Copeland.
Yes.
Look, come here. Bring your ass home, Cope. Edge, come on home, bro. Bro, why are you giving us the runaround, bro? Just come on home, dog. Come back to the dirty we, bro. You see, bro. You gotta see what's going on over there, fam. I know you swing in the air like Trey on Boys in the Hood, bro. If honestly, and from what I've heard, apparently, like he doesn't want to take pins. That's what I heard. I hope that's false. I genuinely hope that that's false. And and maybe this is the mark coming out of me in a sense, but it's just like I'm a huge fan of Edge, bro. Been a huge fan of Edge. He's like one of my #1 villains in WWE. But to just see this, like, honestly, you know what? I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give him an incentive. You don't have to come home, Cope. But what you gotta do, you gotta at least grow the hair back. At least grow the hair back, man. Because that right there, that was your aura. And now it's gone. Just like, man. I don't know what else I can say, bro. It's like, dude, do we have to have a whole podcast episode specifically for Coke, bro? Like, at this point, because it's just like, man, like, I know he got to see what's going on the other side, bro. I just know he has to see everything that's going on right now. And they will gladly put you in. They will gladly welcome you back with open arms, bro. Because of the amount of work you put in for that company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's just the money, which that could be a huge factor. Because look, Cole, if they paying you, by all means, look. If they paying you, look, get that bag. You feel me? Get that paper. But if it ain't the money and you just out there because you don't want to get pinned, come on, man. It's just like it's a certain point in time we gotta think. We gotta stop, think, and breathe. You know what I'm saying? I think Cope needs time to cope with that and just move on, bro. Pun intended, all the way.
What do you think about Christian taking the pin after a failed cash in in the main
That's
event.
another thing too. I was gonna get to, man. The failed cash in, like they should at least have him win. Like I really like, bro. The whole setup was right there. The setup was there. It was right there. All he had to do was just pull the trigger. You have John Moxley, you have Edge, Colt, whatever you want to call him, and you have Christian Cage coming in to cash in. Why not just wait for the match to be over with, right? Like I was planning on happening. Why not wait for Colt to get the win, and then you cash in on Colt? That would have been some long-term storytelling for one, and you got a whole you could have made a whole new storyline, a whole new rivalry with that. I mean, yeah, I know they rivaled in the past for the TNT Championship, but that was your first rivalry though. When you came into AEW, was with Christian. So there's always room to reopen it. Like I wouldn't have been mad at that. That's just this is just like this is why I'm not tuned in with it. I'm not tuned in with it, bro. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it. I'm just not a fan of it, man. Just
Do you think John Moxley should be the face of the company in AEW? A lot of people are throwing hate his way. Unless you like really love AEW, a lot of people are anti John Moxley right now, saying that he's
look.
not the guy. This storyline is trash. What do you think?
When I first
I
started
don't.
watching AEW, and I seen that John Moxley was all elite, I was hyped.
Of course.
You know
When
what
he
I mean?
put
Because
Kenny Omega through that table, that glass table, we was
it's a
there.
whole new beginning for him. You know what I mean? You get a whole list of superstars that at the time that you can face. You know what I mean? Maybe a lot of them superstars are now with NXT or whatever, but I mean, there's still some there that you can, you know what I mean, you can wrestle with. But I think John Moxley gets a lot of hate. And right now, honestly, he's just doing his thing. He's comfortable. You know what I mean? He's made it clear from the jump that he wants to stay with AEW. So I think as you know, I think everybody that's part of the IWC needs to kind of understand that. Needs to understand that he's not going anywhere. This is a person that I don't expect to come back to, you know, the WWE. I don't expect John Moxley to come back because
Never say never.
he's made. I don't. But this thing though, I don't expect it. But never say never because it's just off the fact that he's made it clear that he wants to be with them for a long, long time. So that's where my head's at with it. Like he gets a lot of hate for no reason.
I just think the storyline is not executing the way that people and the way that AEW and fans thought it would. So unfortunately, he's at the center of all that. A lot of people, you know, they thought it was gonna lead to like a Shane McMahon reveal or something like that, and it's just not the case. So, but definitely would like to see John Moxley come back to WWE, not even just for the Shield purposes, but just for the vibes. And I honestly think he would have a better run under Triple H.
Now, see, I would have loved if he came back during that whole Bloodline Rules match. That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, why was I expecting that, though, bro? I got fooled my damn self.
Everybody
I'm over here thinking Dean Ambrose is really coming back for real. Or John Moxley, I'm sorry. Like, I really thought he was coming back.
Nah. But all in all, the pay-per-view was solid, though. No, it was just the main event.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I think the Raw match was the main event. Like, they could have had that match with, you know, with Tony Storm be the main event for sure. That was a main event match.
Hey, like Beyonce say, who run the world? Girls. And it's been rumored that in July, we getting the return of the all-women's PLE Evolution. So Evolution 2. Bailey was clamoring for it. We've been talking about how the women need more shine or better storylines, at least in WWE. This is just a rumor, but anytime we hear these rumors, it becomes fact. We heard the rumor about Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. WWE announced it later on. We heard the rumor about WrestleMania in New Orleans. The Rock came out and announced it. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one actually gets done. Evolution PLE. You hyped for this?
Look, they deserve it. I mean, they've been putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that I would like to see though, I don't know if it's already been done before, but like do a lot. I wouldn't say do a lot of like multi-woman matches, but like make it to where like a lot of a lot of the female talent that should be on that card finds a way to get on that card.
What you could do is like outside of almost make it like a Survivor series, but not like brand versus brand, but have a match where you do have like a Team Raw, Team SmackDown, Team NXT, and then like the rest is like all storyline driven stuff. Like,
Right.
yeah, I think that'll bring, or you can have a battle royal where all the like whoever wins gets a title shot of their choosing or something like that.
Yeah,
You can have the Queen of the Ring tournament. But
something. But they
nah,
but they going I don't know. They're gonna preserve that for like Saudi Arabia and all that type of stuff now. So
yeah. But I definitely think if they do this, I don't want it to be just a thrown together type thing. I would like to see like storylines heading into it for sure. Like
right.
they should take like a full 2 months and put in like the women's like storylines in the main event slot, so that way by the time we get there, it's entertaining.
Right.
But no, I'm definitely up for it. And then we got SmackDown. Man, speaking of the women, they put on a soap opera on SmackDown. We had Bianca come out, tears in her eyes, crying. Can't believe like what happened at Elimination Chamber. She called out Naomi. Naomi was, crying herself, trying to convince Bianca that it wasn't her until ultimately she admitted that it was her. Then she said she did it because Jade came in and immediately took her spot as friends with Bianca. She got all the opportunities. She felt like Jade was eating off of Bianca and not earning her spot like Naomi and Bianca had to do. All valid reasons. I'm gonna get to that later. And then as Bianca walked away because she couldn't believe that Naomi admitted to doing it, Naomi said the forbidden word that you would call a black woman, and she called Bianca a ungrateful bitch, man, keeping it PG. And then Jade came out, got her pound of flesh on Naomi, and that was that. Like probably one of the best segments from the women in like all time. Like the emotions was real, they were crying, it was believable. Man, what was your thoughts on this
Look,
segment here?
Naomi did it for the Rock. You feel me? She did it for the people. You feel me? She did it for Rikishi. You feel me? So
Hey,
that's where it's at though.
Rikishi called her the best black women's wrestler of all time. Like, definitely was acting her ass off. But look, Naomi is not wrong. Jade came in and they put her with Bianca when Bianca was already established in WWE, and Jade got the shine. Jay got the opportunities. I've been seeing people point out online, like when they was a backstage segment, it was Jade and Bianca matching, and they were supposed to be the big three, and Naomi wasn't. She wasn't told that they was gonna be matching, so she was wearing something else. Like they never included her after the whole teaming up at WrestleMania thing. So this is all valid. This is long term storytelling, if you ask me.
Valid crash outs. I'm telling you, bro. A lot of these heels right now are justifiable crash outs, bro.
It's not just the heels trying to crash out, bro. It's the faces too. Cody Rhodes came on SmackDown and he said he want all the smoke with John Cena. Now I said that they was possibly well, it's not possibly. They are going to be face to face in Germany on next week Monday Night Raw. But I'm starting to notice in these promos, Cody's got that edge to him. He got like Cody gonna start entering that dark side. You think he gonna do like in AEW where he dye his hair black again, and come out that way
I don't
like
think
he
he's
had to
gonna do
do for
all
Brody
that,
Lee?
but he is. I don't think he's gonna do that, but he is pissed though. That man hot right now, man. Look, cause
Yeah,
look, Travis Scott Travis Scott done hit my dog in his eye, bro.
Man,
Dog, and then on top of that, dog can't even hear out of one ear right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, of course I'll be mad. What the hell? If somebody gave me a black eye and I can't hear out of one ear, shoot, wouldn't you be mad? I'd be mad. You know what I'm saying?
hey, that man Travis Scott, he said he'll slap the dog out of Bully Ray too.
Nah, I gotta see that. I gotta see that one.
I saw. I don't know why. I don't know what was the context, but I saw he commented that under a post on Instagram. So
That's wild. Man, Travis Scott, he over here, man. Like, dude, you gotta calm down, bro.
that boy officially a professional wrestler, bro.
Mm.
Man, y'all see it. Cody Rhodes get it back in blood day 7, man. The tour is still ongoing. I ain't forget Cody Rhodes. I told you I ain't letting up. Also, we got some rivalries heating up on SmackDown. We got Charlotte and Tiffany. I don't know if you're interested in that. We got Alba Fire joining Chelsea Green's group. And then we got Drew McIntyre attacking Damian Priest. And then we also had Randy Orton calling out Kevin Owens, but also throwing some subliminals John Cena's way as well. Which one of these rivalries are you the most excited for? Or
Oh, I ain't
storyline?
gonna lie. Like, it will be very interesting. It will almost be like a parallel universe type of deal if you throw in a babyface Randy Orton against a heel John Cena. That would be crazy, bro.
Yeah. That would be crazy. Yeah,
It
that
really
would.
would. Like, a babyface Randy Orton, a heel John Cena. Like, what? Look, like look, man, the inner kid and all of us would be like, what the hell is this?
The multiverse.
Like, this is on, like, that was almost like on some universe mode type of stuff right there. Like, you play like on 2K or something. You know what I'm saying? So, but that would cook though. They would find a way to make that cook for sure.
No, definitely. Then we had the main event, LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura's United States Championship reign came to an end. LA Knight is again your United States champion heading into WrestleMania, being that it is WrestleMania season. What is your take on the title changing hands? And did WWE fail Shinsuke Nakamura?
It needed to be done. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that it kind of need to be done. I mean, that title, I guess, like his title reign just wasn't
Wasn't hitting on that.
It wasn't hitting. Like, and I'm a huge Shinsuke fan. You know what I mean? Shinsuke, he makes up a lot in the ring that he can't do on the mic. A lot. So, and at the age that he is too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people that age can go like that. So I gotta give him his credit on that. But I think it's honestly just like it might just be time, to be honest. It really might just be time.
Well, it seems like eventually it will be time because the reports say that WWE is not interested in renewing Shinsuke Nakamura's contract, which is almost up. So by your take, I'm guessing that you are not surprised by this at all. With me, it just seemed like Shinsuke has never been able to like achieve the heights that he had in NXT on the main roster. And that could be due to, like, unfortunately, it's hard for Japanese wrestlers to succeed in WWE. Like, their character almost always has to be like minimized to a certain degree. EO is probably like EO and Oscar are probably like the only exceptions that I can
Right.
remember. But like even Tajiri was one hell
Yep.
of a wrestler, but his like character like was minimized. Like he was known for the poison mist and being funny and being team with William Regal, Eddie Guerrero, that type of stuff. So like Shinsuke is one hell of a wrestler, but I just think in WWE it would be hard. And that's why I'm kind of glad that Okada didn't come to WWE. Like, if I'm being honest, because I feel like it kind of would have been the same thing. The hype would have been there, but like eventually they would have lost faith in him as like a main eventer because of
Yeah,
the barrier.
that's a really good take right there. I look, you wanted something with that one. I agree with that
Yeah.
one for sure. Like now looking back at it, because I mean, honestly, like before, like when he did sign with AEW over them, it kind of was like, dang, bro. Like, but then again, now looking at it, he's doing a lot more there than I think he would have been doing over there.
Yeah. And
You know what I'm
then
saying? Like over here.
if you think
So
about it, AEW, like the way that they wrestle is still geared, and then their partnership with New Japan is still like geared kind of towards the Japanese audience as well. So,
right.
but shout out to Xander because I'm not gonna steal his idea, but he said that Shinsuke might be a fit for where the best wrestlers wrestle. So, you know, that's if you don't know, he's talking of course talking about Shinsuke possibly going to AEW. You want to elaborate on that idea? I can see it.
I mean, look. I mean, honestly, it can happen, but I think with Shinsuke, to be honest, like if he doesn't want to do anything else anymore, if he really want to just sit back and be okay, that's it. I'm calling this a career. And that's it. Like nobody would be tripping about it. Like I mean, yeah, it would suck, but like we would
Mhm.
applaud him and make it to where you know what I mean, like give him his flowers at the end of the day. But if you think that you can still go, then hey, you gotta go where the best wrestle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, Shinsuke has been like openly about how he enjoys his time in WWE and like, how he doesn't want to leave for any matter of money, but I feel like if he could still, do what he loves outside of the ring, which is like catching waves and all of that, and that aligns with the AEW schedule, I think you'll see him do it possibly. Or he'll go back to New Japan, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because he spent a
that
lot
wouldn't
of
be
time
bad
there.
for him like that.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time there while in WWE. So
And let me just be honest, like Shinsuke's had a good run in WWE. He had a long run in
yeah,
WWE. I
he's a
mean, wait,
Royal
how?
Rumble winner.
Yeah, Royal Rumble winner. He's like multi-time Intercontinental, multi-time United States champ. You know what I mean?
Tag
Had
team champion.
had tag team champ. Had a lot of opportunities for for the big championships, the WWE and World Championship. So
NXT champion.
NXT champ. Hey, he's had a good run in
The
WWE.
only
So
thing I will say that WWE, like y'all tried that man, he never got his one-on-one match with Roman Reigns after he earned a number one contenders match. This was in the Thunderdome era. Shinsuke never got his one-on-one match with Roman Reigns.
oh,
Like he never did. Like
that's right. Hey, look, man, give him this match with Roman Reigns, dog. Just so because I'm pretty sure he just had look, we just need closure with that. If he could beat Roman or not, we need closure with that.
I actually think that was towards the end of the Thunderdome era because I think by the time like that was starting to evolve, like they went back to being in front of the crowds, and then John Cena came back, so they just scrapped all of that. Or he
Mhm.
got into it with Demon Finn, and they scrapped all of that. But yeah, like Shinsuke Nakamura never got his crack at a world championship again. But man, that's been another week in wrestling. Anything you want to say to the people before we head on out of here?
So this is what I'm look, I'm gonna just go ahead and just say this, y'all. To anybody who want, and this is not Alan's in it, this is Quincy Tony talking to y'all. You know what I mean? If anybody that's watching this wants to be, you know, a professional wrestler, or they seek out, they really want to do this as something that they want to do, like for like the rest of their life, or like for like, you know, like however long, it's gonna be ups and a lot of downs on your journey. But honestly, what y'all do with them downs, what you do with those downs, is really gonna like determine like where you stand at. Whether that's with the people that run things, you know, with like your bookers, the promoters, you know, wrestlers in the locker room, things of that nature. Like, so that's really all I got. And you know, just make sure if you really want to do this, you gotta know in the back of your head, at the end of the day, you doing it for you. Can't do it for nobody else. Nobody ain't gonna do it for you. So if you got that in mind, you want to be a wrestler and do this, go ahead and do
it. Just do it.
Like Nike.
I'm your boy, Ron the Don, Alexander, and like that, we out.